Previously on Danganronpa 2. I'm not saying the killer, you know. I swear to God, don't you say it. I'm beside whoever acts on the name of Bagel! I mean Hope. What did I say? And now back to the island. Hello! This is NicoB, back with some more Danganronpa 2. When we last left off, we found some more clues, tried to uncover the truth behind Yoko and Buki's murder. So, okay, something sort of hit me, didn't hit me before when I was playing. This always seems to happen when when I go back to edit. Sometimes I'll see things that I didn't notice before, but I'm thinking now that room with the projector was where Babuki might have really died. And somehow, like, they were able to change the feed. Like, instead they were, I don't know, like, the projector or something was used somehow. So, like, maybe, I don't know if it was used ahead of time to, can you use the projector to record things? Is that possible? Or something like that, because there was that curtain in the room, you know? But I'm thinking she might have been killed there or something. Maybe the light wasn't the candle, it was the light of the projector, I think. Like, I don't know, but it sort of makes me think, like, why would the person put a bag over their head? So I'm thinking that wasn't Ibuki there. So maybe, I don't know, someone set that up to make it look like Ibuki killed herself or something. But I'm thinking maybe she didn't. But again, she had that gullible disease, so that disease that made her gullible. So at the same time, I can also believe someone could trick her into killing herself. So anyway, okay. So let's see. I got the cheat code skill. Time limit does increase. Even if you shoot a statement in the silencer. Effective or non-stop debate. Cannot be combined with Infinity Unlimited Flame. Infinity Unlimited Flame. So it looks like a Tanaka will probably give you. That's pretty cool though. Alright. I'll absolutely take that, thank you. And now I absolutely need a fucking skill for that stupid sword thing. I'm not going through that shit again. Wait, let me make sure. Do you have... Alright, no poo. Increase sharpness by 5. Yes. Excellent blade. You guys can get one even stronger than that, which I'm guessing you get it from one of the characters. I bet actually you got it from Peko. That would make the most sense. Whatever, I just need one. I mean, just something to... I don't even have enough for anything else now. Just something else. To make that fucking doable. Alright, and then... Ah, damn it, I'm one less from getting this one. Moon Salt. Which, I don't know if I really need that, but... I might! I don't know. This could end up getting a lot harder. Okay, god dang it. I hope this one goes better than last time. At least, well, I don't know. Just a sword one at least. Maybe that fucking machine gun, no, PTA or whatever. Okay, let's do this. Trial and session. All rise!
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
We already know, dipshit. Shut up! Shut up! You're gonna lose your
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who you vote correctly.
Okay, we know this.
Everyone oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already.
Get on with it!
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
I was too busy dying. And talking about waffles?
Grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
You're probably here to fuck everything up anyway.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Yeah! My boobs! Woo!
Anyway,
I didn't say anything.
Those who can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Oh man, why me?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
Alright.
The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 on the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Suck, we had to walk back and forth every day. Damn it!
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened.
The Buki and Tsumiki was sitting naked in my bed. It was fantastic. Had my face up in her butt cheeks. I was like, booga booga booga.
Nikon came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery,
After having a taste of her food, Crouch.
I made Nikon rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Now see, like, you can't tell from this picture, though, that it's a Buki. You know, you don't see, like, her hair hanging down. Like, before, I could actually see the hair, like, her hair actually sticking out from underneath the hemp bag. You know? So, you can't tell from here.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
Shut the fuck up, Kameda. I'm not talking to you.
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue.
What do you think I did, dipshit? Wow, that's totally not what I would have done. I would have just sat there and been like, whoa, what a hopeful video. Look at him strangling himself. But
it was too late.
fuck.
By the time I arrived,
See, her hair's dangling
the
down
person
there,
wearing the
though.
hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
Not in the other one.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
So maybe someone with short hair, so Akane then? But
Why the motel?
maybe she was doing it because I don't know, but she has a cowardice, so she might have been trying to die, whatever.
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there. At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
Damn it, Tanaka!
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Basically, she put her titties in my face. It was fantastic.
Various ways.
Oh, who's that? Kazuichi's singing the same fucking thing.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
Nobody gave a freaking fuck.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
I'm frozen in this position! Could you guys hurry up this explanation? My arm's getting tired.
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Shut
Well,
up.
it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh, God dang it. Don't turn this on me, you fucking dick. Huh?
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. The story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body,
God, I hate that nasally fucking voice of yours. I just want to fucking punch it.
then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you can make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Fuck your shit! It's just Kazuichi said. I guess the kind of guy who'll just confuse us and make matters worse. Fucking fuck. Damn it, I should have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. Make your argument. Motel room key. Scrap of thick paper, surveillance camera unit. Movie's invitation ticket. Oh, that. No? Maybe?
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility.
Hey, fuck you guys.
After all,
How many times have I
Hajime's
saved
the
your
only
ass?
witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Okay, here we go. That actually is it.
Hajime's testimony.
That's my testimony. Man, shut your stupid face, Kameda. Watch this shit. Watch this. Because he's the killer. Blah 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 blah. Oh. I'm done that in a while.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of
Yeah.
course you're not. I already knew that.
Huh?
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched
Yeah,
that movie.
fucking stupid.
His invitation ticket is proof of that.
I just wanted you to say it.
Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
Yes, you fucking
Isn't
dick.
that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Yep.
Means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Seriously.
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Right, Samiki? Right. Hey, don't touch me! You totally weren't moving your cursor around and shooting down all the little purple words, and then shooting my big yellow words with your big bullet-shaped evidence. No, that didn't happen at all. Just like I don't have these bagels in my hand right now.
Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway. Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
Yeah, but like 10 minutes, right?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
There's no way that she had to have either been killed earlier or like her body was in a different place. She would get killed wrapped up in a big thing. I mean, right?
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Oh! We did it. We solved the case, everyone. We did it.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gonna be us?
It's you, Kazuichi! I didn't do anything! Damn it.
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
Yeah, but he's dead. Or blown up a bit, at least.
Me too!
Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Mommy, how the hell do you keep getting your arms out of that? If you get your arms out, why are you staying in there, stupid? It feels good on my tummy. I kind of like dangling up here. I'm getting sort of used to it.
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
What a wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Yeah, like, it could be Kazuichi because I was thinking if Ibuki died or whatever upstairs in the conference room where the projector is, I feel like the projector might have been rigged up, you know, and I think, and Kazuichi's the only one who would have to know how to do that. It was inside the music. If you obviously think so, but is that really it? Woo! Alright, what we got? Hotel room key, scrap of the paper, step ladder, semi-transparent glob, surveillance monitor video.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside,
Okay.
they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
First remark contradicts the truth. I should be able to prove that. My evidence.
The killer was still...
I did it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
I've seen this in serial
Crime dramas.
The semi-transparent glob suggests that you don't.
The killer was still
They don't
inside
have
the
to be
music venue.
inside to have locked the door.
By locking the door from the inside...
There we go. I see.
No, that's wrong.
Didn't really click with me immediately.
Hold on a second. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
It was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob? Like rubber, maybe?
Rubber? How would you say rubber? No, glue.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
What? Rubber? Come on, man.
I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
I actually still have some in here.
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
Jackie, I'm still not convinced you need to start eating it.
I didn't know glue was edible. I believe it is not something one typically eats.
I wonder if she ate a lot of glue as a kid.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched.
They still had the drumsticks on it, right? On it though, right? I mean, did it, or should we assume it didn't? Maybe somebody broke them to make it look like that was what was keeping the door shut. Maybe.
By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. What? It fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Ah, okay, so that is the case. All
Are you
right.
saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
I love how Kazuichi is like a fucking is an ally now. He's now a picky penguin.
Apologize to Miss Sonia.
And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Okay, I will commit seppuku for you.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Hanami, what are you talking about?
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time.
Yes.
When Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Oh my god, committee, you fucking said something fucking useful for once.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
Oh. Oh, I see. I never really paid too much attention when I was in editing, and I didn't look and see what the room looked like when Hajime went in there first. But I'm guessing when he went in there first, it was just dark in that corner, wasn't it? I didn't see a big pillar there. So I see. They used the black paper to cover some of the lights, not all of the lights, so that area in the corner stayed dark, so you couldn't see Hiyoko's body, but it was there. I see. Scrap was stuck on the baton line in the music venue. I should be able to figure out what it is. Oh, I gotta. Oh, god dang it! Really? What? Wallpaper? Was it? WALLPAPER. I think it is. Yes. Oh, you guys also gave me some tips for this. I should honestly just be doing this, like just leaving the letters I don't use. Just grab them, shoot them, get rid of them. There we go.
I got it.
Hurrah!
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. You overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper. See? It fits perfectly.
Whoa!
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearance?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that.
Shut the fuck up.
But if you guys were
Damn right.
exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper,
You can easily figure this out. Ugh. God dang it. I just want to punch him in his stupid fucking face. The scrap paper stuck to the baton line was part of that wallpaper found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body? So how exactly they were able to... I guess they must have had something attached to it to... So they had it covered, and then they had like a string or something attached to it to rip it off? I guess? I traced it back from there, the answer could become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Oh! Logic dive! Oh yeah, baby, here we go. Woo-hoo! Wait, hold on, how do I control it again? Accelerate, jump, brake, okay. Okay. Alley-oop. Oh, ow. Beware. Careful, careful, careful. Woo! 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 Question 1. Okay, why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear at the hot crime scene? It was hidden. There we go. To the left. Yes! I fucking get this one. Alright. Go, Hajime Brain Power! Snowboarding in my brain. This makes so much sense. Ah, fuck. Ow. Stupid wall. Stupid triangle-shaped walls in my head. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Where did the killer use to hide the body? A curtain. The wallpaper. Yes. Ha, hoo, ha. Can't stop me now. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Oh, hang 10, baby. Woo. 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 Yeah, question 3. Hide her body. They formed a wall. They covered the pillar. They formed a wall. They covered the pillar. To victory! Oh, rainbows.
It's all coming together.
Yes! I understand now. Rainbows! What?
Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So Hyoko's body was already there.
Oh, okay. Not totally what I thought. It wasn't quite what I thought. I thought when he walked in there, the lights were off, and the only light bulb was that light shining down, so that was the only thing he could see. I see, but it was okay. Wrapped around. Okay, so wrapped around her, just like wrapped around her body. Okay. I see. Oh, which is probably why the blood there was wiped away, maybe, right? Because otherwise, people would see that, like, why is there blood leaking out from this pillar?
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
I see.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
And then they could just rip it down, easily.
The reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
I see.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
So they were still in there.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
Yes.
The killer must have been in a
Thanks,
hurry.
Logic Dive.
Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on it.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off, since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not that big a deal.
Then, when was Hyoko actually killed?
Yeah, that's a good question. Could be a long
Good
time
point.
ago.
And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Anime, stop acting like a goober.
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
It's a 2.5D! It's like almost 3D! It's like talking pieces of paper in a 3D realm! I guess kind of like Paper Mario! Like we are right now! Oh yeah, I was wondering why I could fold my arm into an origami crane. Whoa, look at that!
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them.
What? Mommy, I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
So, but we assumed to win in that order, it still wouldn't make sense, right? Right? I mean, right? Because when first the person got hung, and then the one person got stabbed with the arrows, and then yeah.
Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Yeah.
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
Because why the fuck not? It's such a shitty movie. The reason killer imitated the two victims in the movie. Should be able to explain that now. To hide the weapon because because they like movies. To let their accomplice escape. To mix up the killing order.
I see.
Yeah, that's it.
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Yeah.
Then Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
Well, okay, in this case, then it could really be just about any one of us, right? I mean, we don't have an alibi for everyone. I mean, you know, beforehand it could be any of us. Hell, if anyone here had shit against Hiyoko, I think Samiki would have a good reason to want to fucking kill her.
What do you mean?
For all the shit she's been saying.
You're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Oh, burn!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed.
Oh. Somebody convinced Ibuki to kill Hiyoko, I think. And then they killed Hiyoko to get her out, to, I guess, cut any loose ends off, you know?
That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Tanaka, what are you confused about? I don't understand.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Tanaka, don't be mean to Chiaki.
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Pussy thing!
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Little hamsters. Ah!
You're one to talk.
Just continues. We're just gonna go and talk in circles. I think it's best we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed. The slippers, right? I mean, that's what we're... Blood on the soles, yep. Alright, that's it.
When Hiyoko died,
Oops, gonna fill that up real quick.
Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
There we go.
I agree with that.
I agree with you, Sonya. Let's make babies. Okay.
Just as Sonya said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
Okay, so, okay.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood...
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
No! Of the Dagon Eye! Okay, here we go.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
No, Tanaka, I don't want to fight you. I love you.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's a good line. But, are you sure
Wait.
you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
I'll show you the dragon of the darkness flame.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you've realized our difference in status.
God, I'm hoping this fucking power-up helps me.
However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Bring it on, Tanaka. I will show you my true demon sword powers. Okay. Rope used to hang Mattel, oh my god, we got a lot of shit.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about one you can see a nice nightmare.
Oh, that did help a lot. Despite exaggerated protest, I feel like I already see an opening to counter.
You're saying
Is
the
this a
blood on
trap?
Ibuki's impossible.
Oh, by the way, let's see. You guys told me something. Yes. Okay, there's where you guys... Okay, I didn't realize this, but when you pause it, there's actually... You get the controls, then you can hit the R to go to the right here. And this gives you some more details. And here's what you guys were telling me. If you slash twice in the same direction, and then slash in a different direction, you will double the power of your slash. Okay. Okay, I did not know that. That was something you guys told me about. Press X to slash in a different direction than the last time. Oh, that's cool. Press the X button. Okay.
Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Lies.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I
Look
do.
closely.
I'm Johnny Youngbuck.
There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but...
That wasn't too bad at all, though. I mean, I only went through... I didn't even have to go through, like, a... I mean, the other one, I actually had to progress past the first stage of it before I could get to the weak spot.
Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
But yeah, having that combo slash thing does make things a lot easier. And I actually didn't realize hitting the X button makes you slash in the opposite direction. So that makes it even easier. So then I could just slash, like, down and then hit X to go immediately do a combo slash, so...
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Kind of been nice if the game actually fucking told me that, you know? Like, I wouldn't have assumed that there was something in here that the game hadn't mentioned to me already, you know? I don't know if maybe it does eventually, you know, but just seems kind of weird, kind of annoying. I really could have used that bit of information earlier, game.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Okay, so why was the blood on the stool, though, right? I mean, it wasn't like footprints on the stool. It was like a big glob of blood. Was she, like, right next to it? Is that, like, when she killed her? Is, like, she was right next to it and then immediately afterwards hung herself?
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far. Aside from Nikon, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yup. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right?
Yeah, but who would know that, you know? Other than Sumiki. Dear, I hope it doesn't end up being Mikan who did this. That would make me really sad. Because, you know, but like, who would know that turning on the heat would do that?
Then it's decided. Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's conviction.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Hey, don't talk that way about Tanaka. It's us.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Oh, what the fuck? What are you on now, you shit stain?
Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Yeah, make up your mind, damn it!
If the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh?
The
Suicide.
same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
No!
I
wanna blow you the fuck up, bitch!
What do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hiyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hiyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
I do think Ibuki might have killed Hiyoko, but I don't think. I think she was told to kill Hiyoko and then told to kill herself.
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
Which, if that is the case, which would probably mean it is Sumiki, because she's the only one who's been interacting with the patients, you know? Which would be really sad.
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
I don't know why she would do. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think for a reason why Sumiki might do this, motives or something. I don't know. Maybe Sumiki. She seems. I think she could be maybe deaf. Even though she wants to help people too, I think she might be deathly afraid of becoming sick herself. You know, and becoming weak. Like maybe she'll feel like she'll be weak and useless or something. You know, I don't know. I am starting to think this might end up being Sumiki, though, that did this, unfortunately. I really hope it isn't. I love Sumiki. But I don't know. At the same time, too, there's something about Sumiki. I feel like she's kind of like, she's sort of a broken individual. Unfortunately, she's had some serious trauma in her life, and just the way she views things in the world seems to have just been really warped and messed up. I'll be honest. I mean, even if she isn't end up being the killer here, I wouldn't be surprised if she dies before the end of this. Just because I don't know. I don't know. I just don't see her being one of the survivors at the end of this game.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right?
But I hope I'm wrong.
After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means...
Yeah, that's true.
The killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move.
No!
The crime scene.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
Yeah, no.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
Yeah, there could have been a better way to do this, I think. Maybe she's just being kinky.
Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind.
Okay, yeah, so I get it. He's saying because this whole elaborate setup couldn't have been done if it was just suicide, right?
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right?
Yeah, okay, so I think this might have been filmed ahead of time to make us think that she was the one that killed herself here.
Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Oh, I guess, but again, she had the gullible disease. She could have just been told to do this, but like, so that's what I'm sort of not understanding. So like, someone could have made it look like she killed herself, but I feel like she could have killed herself sometimes, so.
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Although my eyes do get all twirly and hypnotic when I get really bananas.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something.
Monomi, what are you doing back there? I changed my mind. I'm getting a little cramped here. Do you mind letting me down? No! Stay up there. Think about all the stupid shit you've done.
So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
I don't know if a projector though isn't the same as like a camera. I was thinking like maybe they changed the feed so that it connected to the projector, but the projector just produces light, right? That you can use to shine images through it. So I don't know if that would make sense to say that like. So it's not like they would change the feed of the other thing to the camera upstairs. I mean, it's close enough where it could do it, but right? That doesn't really. I was thinking that's what happened, so they did it upstairs to make it look like something like that.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually right?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music video a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Account's account, Fujiko's account, Sonya's account. With the imitation surveillance monitor video.
We can exclude the sick people like
me and Akane. No, we can't.
Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
So everyone who stayed at... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to... That's not enough. Aside from those afflicted... If nobody has an alibi...
No, that's wrong.
Oh, there we go. Fucking hell. Okay, it was Mikan's account saying that.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
Okay, jeez. I had a really hard time with that one. I mean, I think what made it confusing was the fact that at the end, Hajime kept saying the person who doesn't have an alibi. Like, that's what I'm trying to look for here. but that wasn't the case. What I had to say to Sonya, I had to tell Sonya that not everyone didn't have an alibi. So it was like the opposite of that, essentially. Oh my god, it was really pissing me off.
In fact, Nikon and I both have alibis.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Nikon and I were actually together for a while.
Making babies.
We even woke up together that morning.
Yes.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Hey! God dang it. God dang it, Hajime. I knew I should have installed surveillance cameras in your room, too. Damn it all.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
I wasn't wearing any panties either, and my butt cheeks were right in Hajime's face. I was like, booga, booga, booga.
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
Still not totally convinced of that.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer
Nah.
decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
Yeah, but we don't know how far back we're going, you know? We're saying before the announcement. It could have been while everybody was asleep, even before we woke up, you know? So, in which, well, I mean, I don't know how long Mikan said she came to wake me up. I don't know how long she was sleeping on top of me, you know? So there's no real, like, guarantee that, like, they couldn't have died before Mikan came in that room, you know?
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Taking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much. But that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Another different reason. That's the case. Are we still in the killer's trap? Damn it all, that ding dong doodly. It's a trap set by one of us. If so, then, what kind of trap is it? Oh. Trial suspended. Ooh. Man, I feel like we did not, like, make any fucking leeway this, that first part.
Hiya!
Like, we didn't, like, make any fucking progress.
Well, hello there, mon ami. The mothball Sherlock Deuce here.
Stop it!
Stop it, don't characterize me as someone who lives off mothballs. And here's some chance time. Oh, what's that? And now then, Mortimer's appeal starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck, Sherlock starts to treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. Oh, you're wanting your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be an aborting appeal.
What is going on?
Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise operators heading your way. More handbags. Oh. Then I'm Usami, magical miracle Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who likes sweets like milk. Please, I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
Disappointment.
I'm so disappointed. God dang it. Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. I have no idea I have no clue what that section, the point of that section was. Yet I feel like I've learned so much about absolutely nothing.